As you know, when we want to add data to ArcMap, we click on our Add Data button to navigate to the location where we have our GIS data saved on our computer. What we haven't learned how to use yet are what are referred to as base maps. And if we click this drop-down arrow next to the Add Data button, you have the ability to add a number of different types of base maps that serve as a backdrop for your other mapping layers. When the Add Base Map dialog box comes up, you're going to see that there are a lot of different options for base maps that you can use to really add a lot of value to the map that you are creating. We have imagery-based maps, streets, topography, National Geographic, dark and light canvas, which is really nice if you want your data to really pop off of the background. We have terrain. So there are a number of different options that are available here. And what I have here on screen is Lebanon County, and I have the township outline symbolized very lightly just so you can see where those boundaries are in relationship to the small watersheds. And the idea that a base map here would be really useful because it would give this a lot more geographic context than it has now. Right now it just looks like data kind of thrown on a map. You don't necessarily know what's what. Using one of these can be very helpful. And I'm going to use the topographic and see what that looks like and how that works out. And base maps take a second to add. They can also make your map draw slowly. So a lot of times as I'm building maps, if a base map is part of my final product, I'll keep the base map turned off so that it's not constantly refreshing itself. And notice you see this little globe turning down in the corner. That means that ArcMap is thinking and processing. When that globe is turning, it's also saying, don't touch me. So if you click your mouse or something, it's going to actually cancel the drawing, and you're going to be sitting there wondering why nothing is coming up. If that does happen, it doesn't seem to be drawing, you can click this button here called your refresh button to refresh the map. And again, you'll see that globe turning, and it's just best just to let it do its thing. So now we have a map showing where the watershed boundaries are in relationship to topography. So we can get probably even a better sense if we kind of zoom in on one. We'll zoom in on this one. And you can kind of get a sense of what the geography is like in that area. And again, if we wanted to, we could label our watershed so that we knew which watershed was which. And we could also change the way that those labels look by going into our layer properties and selecting the color for the labels. But the point of this whole thing is just to mention to you that there are base maps that are of a worldwide extent available. So these are a really great resource for all maps, and this oftentimes diminishes the amount of GIS data that you might have to find because they're already built in. Another built-in thing is adding data from ArcGIS Online. So if you're looking for certain types of data sets for a particular area, you could do that. Let's say that we're looking for demographic data for our area. We can see when we type in that, you can see all the different things that are available. So if let's just say, let's do median age, because I think we're all kind of sick of income. And it adds that median age data to the map. And if I zoom to the Lebanon County layer, you can see that data a little bit more, and I'll turn off the watershed so it doesn't fog that up. So the point, again, there are a lot of built-in resources that you can leverage, and it really behooves you to look around to see what might be relevant for your particular area.